the Lehman Russ potentials for their main cannon.
Oh, I have. I always use.
Because you can get.
I have the 4 different types. I just personally choose to go for the battle cannon because 1, WYSIWYG, and 2, the battle cannon, in my opinion, is the most versatile.
True.
It's also not the most expensive for specialization you can give them.
True. I mean, let's face it. I love the idea of the execution of plasma cannon because it's a case of if you fuck up with this, you can't use that weapon again.
Yeah.
So the house rule of you always have to overcharge. It has to stop because you've got to pick it for that moment where you really need something dead.
Nah, always overcharge. Always overcharge, boss.
I mean, you can give them the Auspex array.
Do orcs gets hot?
Yeah. I mean, Chris, orcs have to roll for the number of shots they do with their normal weapons.
I know. I just meant more of like do they have like plasma stuff?
Yeah, they have plasma. Can't remember what they call it, but they have plasma.
Blue flamey stuff.
Well, what they call it? Well, you got your burners, which are your flamers.
Your big burners that are your big flamers.
What you got? You got the Ripper. No, that's not what I'm after. Oh no, the Ripper. Ah, yeah, the Ripper.
Oh,
That's
anyway.
That's on Captain Badra. I'll look for it. Give me a second.
Okay. I mean, we've been live for a little bit, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me just. Okay.
I mean, the people who are part of your Warhammer definitely aren't going to be watching this, so there's no reason you can't talk about your like monster design here.
Well, yeah.
Because even if you did, for some reason, decide to promote my channel, they definitely wouldn't watch.
No, they wouldn't. I have mentioned it a couple times, and no one's paid any attention.
No one cares, and I don't mind. The streams are here for if someone happens upon it and enjoys it, and so that you guys have an archive of what happens.
Hi, those people.
I mean, there isn't anybody.
To be quite fair,
future me.
Chris, I hate to say this, they may not have plasma, but they do have a large amount of weapons that when you make an unmodified hit roll of 1, it suffers a mortal wound. It's all the custom weapons. So custom shooter, your custom short rifle, your custom mega zapper, your custom mega slugger, your custom mega cannon, and your custom mega blaster. Now, please note that every C has been replaced with a K.
Of course.
That's what all the cool kids do.
C's don't exist in orc life.
Well, to be quite fair, letters don't exist in orc life. They have language. They have written language,
They
sure.
have paint and war. That's all they care.
Well, to be quite fair, they effectively use, I suppose, a good equivalent would be Viking runes. Oh,
They're a sophisticated society.
commandos.
So, we got Sudz, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with Sudz, who you just heard. Harlan's not here because he's unfortunately experiencing burnout, so he's taking the week off. We might take a week off in a while. I don't know. Either when I feel like it or when it's relevant. Maybe next week. We'll see. I'm also here with Sam.
Hello.
Simon.
Hello.
Jamie.
Hi.
And Infernal.
Hello.
Alrighty then. So, usual announcements. Thank you to Nosa for all the artwork the Blind Butcher made. My players hate him.
He looks friendly.
He
I
wants
think
a hug.
he's a nice guy.
Give him a hug.
If they
I want to hug him.
if he gets resurrected, then I will show the tile on stream. But until then, it can remain a surprise. Yes. Tabletop Audio. Thank to them for free service. Go and have a look. It's always great. I will never not support this site. It is constantly developing and it is great. So please do go check it out. Combat
it's also
maps.
really cute.
Hmm?
It's really cute. It's made by a dad who just wants to do D&D with his kids. It's just adorable.
Aw.
Great.
I know.
Anyway, any combat maps are made. Any combat maps are made on Dungeon Pro Studio. Any non-combat maps, but are well detailed maps, were made on Incarnate.com. Simple as that. Go and check those two out respectively. And we are playing this on Tabletop Simulator for those who do not know that this thing exists. Alright. Don't think I've got any other announcements, nor do I care if I do. Yeah, let's just get started. So, last session, our party of adventurers. Sovek, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern, Rook, and Fang travelled through the Misty Valley, making their way further eastward. Travelling through and around the mountain passes, they managed to avoid contact with any further creatures before meeting a large fall that went down into a valley below with a river, stream. The area was clear of mist, and the party prepared as they moved across. This entire time, they realized that they may have been being watched while they were there. A sign written in arcane script was left behind with the word Raven, sign of a friend and an ally. They followed the party as they made their endeavors and made their journey towards the forgotten library of Blackhole, a sanctuary for the Shadowkai who resided there. With a series of successful observations and moving as they went, with Sovek being thrown across the valley as it was, landing headfirst into the ground, the party adventured forth, making their way to Blackhole. With the sanctuary granted for Sovek to be allowed in, they ventured in and discovered some information as well as some needed bits of equipment. Sovek discovered that he'd actually been running from them for who knows how long, forgetting what his past life was like as a skeleton, seemingly, as he decided to make the decision himself to pass on to the next life and return his soul to the Raven Queen. There, the spirit of Sovek was released, revealing a single name, one that didn't seem to catch the attention of the party too much of anything particular. With that, the party watched as Queglod took the piece of the divine artifact she needed, placed it into Nightmaker, and now had access to a more powerful Felipe. With this newfound power and the movements continuing of their party, Bern suggested they travel elsewhere. Drawing the teleportation circle on the ground, he made his move, the rest of the party travelling with him. As you all make your way through the teleportation circle, the light red and purples lighting up around you, the wooden boards underneath being slightly singed as the arcane flames begin to erupt from the floor below. You watch as as each of the runes lights up in turn, and you are all transported, lifted momentarily as you travel through the portal and into the other side. Coming to your feet, bearing onto the ground here, you step onto a hardened stone and iron floor, the metal ingrained into the ground in the same symbols and the form that you saw before. A permanent teleportation circle, well made and designed for this location. As you look around the room, you can see mostly smooth stone walls with the occasional divot here and there containing what looks to be a simple kind of gargoyle statue. Looking straight ahead, you can see a simple wooden frame door, and behind you 3 archways, each of which has a black obscuring veil over the top of it. As an individual walks down the steps, each of their steps being rather hurried as they open up the door and look inside. The individual, a darker grey features, white hair with a bit of flecks of black in between, with a huddle of books on his right as he walks in, well robed. His canine's a bit more pronounced as he smiles to all of you, particularly at Bern. Welcome back, sir. I assume these are all your friends?
Well, I wouldn't just bring my enemies here, would I? Yes.
Done it before.
Well, they weren't alive. But yeah.
Fair point. Alright then, I assume you want to speak to whoever's about at the moment.
Yes, preferably is Boudreaux is here.
Very well, I'll go and see if I can find him. Please make your way up to the library until you are ready.
That's fine.
He turns round and hurriedly moves up the steps before you hear another door open on the top as he makes his way out. What do you do?
Right. Welcome to the Sanguine Sun. I get called here to get an upgrade. Well, I guess it could be said as an upgrade. But yes, follow me, I guess. We'll go up to the... Yes.
What
Do you have
sort
any
of upgrade would this be?
Got informed that I would be getting a new companion.
Oh, okay. Similar to Blood, then, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, should we head up to the library then?
Up we go.
Very well, yeah.
Making your way up the stairs, each of your footfalls landing on hardened stone. As you take your first few steps in, the walls here lit by light torches, which radiate a very faint magical aura, probably some form of thaumaturgy to keep them going, or just the form of an arcane flame. As you move through the doorway into the next area, you can see a rather large, expansive room. The room itself is a rather strange and askew design. You can see that it curves off to your left and continues moving round further along, a little bit out of your sight. The floor here, where you currently stand, is mostly of a stone perimeter around the outside and a softer carpet in the middle. As you get a step in, you can see to your right there is a large double door, which you can see the door just closing behind. On either side it is guarded by some well-armoured individuals standing guard and watching over this. Throughout the room you can see there are maybe about 20 to 50 individuals in here, scattered about, some wearing robes, writing things down, others armoured, others not, but wearing a strange reddish cape that's thrown over their right shoulder and seems to have a crumpled symbol on the back where it all folds in on itself. The layout of the room is a variety of tables with candelabras set on it, each of the candles burning with the same mild arcane nature to them. Each of the individuals who's currently writing something down or reading is sat there and pays you no mind. Looking around the room, the majority of people that you see here are humanoid of some variety. Some you see are the same greyish skin, pronounced canines, dark grey and black hair streaking back in some cases. You see the occasional tiefling, but the other most prominent race here is Taratan. You can see several of these spidery individuals moving around, gathering books and using string-like webs as suspension to lift up, almost like a crane, stacks of books which are then placed on the walls. Scattered throughout the room, well, more along the central line and the curvature of the room, are 4 large pillars. On each of these pillars you can see on 3 of the sides and hooked onto a small platform or ledge. Excuse me. You see a gargoyle-like creature. Its claws hooked over the edge as it carefully scans the room. The ones that are closest to you immediately lock eyes with your party, Bern. And their wings slowly begin to unfurl as they hold position there waiting. The rest of the room is fairly busy, but people don't seem to pay you mind.
Yeah. Are they still looking at us?
Still looking at you. From this room, just so you know, there is a door to your right, the double doors. The door behind you, there is the first door to your left. Seems to be more of a dark oak door. The door after that is another set of double doors. These ones seem to be made of iron. The next one's around. Again, it's a single door, but it's made of iron. And the one round from there, going a little bit more across the chamber from you, is a rather large. And again, another rather large door made from a same dark oak design.
Alright. This is the main library. This is where most of the people are.
Spiders.
Malcolm, pat Rook on the back. It's okay.
You're gonna be fine, don't worry.
Just what's this party and spiders? Every single person had some connection to some spiders. Just spiders. God damn it!
I would keep that
Probably a good
quiet.
thing.
Sovak didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Sovak could
keep
summon
that
skeletal
under
dogs. I'm sure if he tried hard enough, he could summon a skeletal spider.
Shh.
I'm just gonna go find a corner to curl up in and just cuddle the skull. Just if you want me, I'm over here somewhere. Just please. The spiders.
Don't worry, I'm here with you, Rook.
I can still hear his voice.
No, you can't.
I'm
I'm figment of your
you.
imagination. You're going slowly insane. Please,
Wouldn't-
don't.
Wouldn't surprise me. A nervous twitch in the eye.
It will all be okay.
So, what would you like to do?
They told us to wait here, right?
Well, they told you to wait until you're summoned. Yeah.
Nah. Yes, there is a. This is the library. There is a shops area and an alchemy area if you need any supplies.
Is this library exclusive to members of your group, or are we free to use it as well?
I believe you need to have the
Not
badge
this
of.
one.
Yeah, not this one.
This one you're free to use. The other areas which are more study based are more specific to
Okay.
Sanguine.
Malcolm immediately goes and starts looking at books, seeing what he find.
Okay. Make me an investigation check. And let me know roughly where you're looking. You've got the left and the right side of the room roughly here.
I'm gonna go with the left side.
Okay.
Set investigation. That is a 21 total.
21 total. Looking at through the spines of the books, you can see several seem to detail the production of basic alchemy, along with the production of various simple enchantment alchemical mixes. A few of them seem to detail universal catalysts, such as primitive sorcerer stones. You're looking at basic healing potions that would kind of mix in with herbalism, as well as various toxins, chemicals, and other alchemy pieces that would be of use. Looking over the general area here, it seems to be general information, so one that you could find basically anywhere, but still some things which are useful. And practical application to a more of a militaristic or adventurer's life.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna have a look through the one that was the basic healing potion with getting it to work with herbalism and seeing if I can find any clues as to what else I would possibly need to mix with the blue flowers on the fungus that I have.
Orange, but yes.
Better. Yeah, orange.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a general intelligence check. This would be to successfully absorb information in the time you've got, as well as find the information you're looking for.
Nope.
Looking over it, there are a lot of things in here you don't understand. Not being an alchemist, quite a lot of the chemicals and chemical mixtures and compounds mostly go over your head. A lot of what you're used to is plant names and how they'd be mixed in the process. A lot of this seems to be naming of particular chemicals, using equipment you've never seen or heard of before. Not having any idea about alchemy and the general understanding of it, there's quite a lot here which does get mixed, and you find it very difficult to follow. Anybody else like to try anything? Or do anything?
Yes, I'd like to take a look around the library if we're.
Am I allowed to take them to
allowed
the
to.
other area?
Which one? The upper area?
The one next to the enchanting. She would be interested.
The far room?
The enchantment chamber.
What, that chamber specifically, or the one it's connected to that isn't the research chamber?
No, the enchantment chamber.
Oh, okay. Probably not, no. The upper areas are, once they've got to know you. Right now, you're all strangers to them.
Yeah, that's...
So you want to look around as well, Queglod?
Yes, yeah. I just want to get a general sense of what sorts of books they have in here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a general investigation check. The DC
So I
will
guess in
obviously be
particular
lower
I'm looking for.
your librarian.
Yeah, I guess in particular I'm looking for what sorts of like categories they have and how big they are.
Okay.
To get a sense of what the sort of theme of the information here is.
Okay.
So information that would be investigation. That was right.
Yes, investigation.
So 12 total.
12 total. Going over the area as a whole, you going around and getting a look at most of the books. Most of the books seem to detail some form of artisanal skill. Quite a lot of it's aimed at alchemy, basic enchanting, some learning how to do spells. It's more of this is something you would learn when you were younger kind of level. And this seems to be an area where you would pick up knowledge if you're trying to start a new hobby or if you're trying to learn magic for the first time. A lot of the books here seem to be a lighter read. The only ones which are a heavy read seem to be detailing the history of the Sanguine Sun and records that detail more of the landscape and geography around the area. Which notably, make me a survival if you can get a grip of where you currently are.
I'm gonna guess that's no, because my survival is shit.
Yeah. Getting a look, you don't currently know you don't know where you are.
Okay. That being the case, I might spend some time reading up on the history then.
Okay. Looking over the general history, go ahead and make an intelligence check just to see what information you pick up in the time you've got.
There we go. This stuff likes me finally, so 19.
19. Getting a look through, you can see a lot of the history seems to detail the building of the Sanguine Sun and the purpose of it. The purpose seems to be that it fights against those who would try and reenact and recreate the other three Taratan empresses' rule. The three, from basic history, from religion as well as what's detailed here, there were 4 Taratan empresses when they were made, one of whom was Zenfir. She turned against the other three during the atrocities and created her own group of Taratan that ended up joining effectively the good side during that time. Taratan since then have become very mistrusted because some still follow the old ways led by the other three. This has led to scuffles, and the purpose of the Sanguine Sun is to make a safe haven for the ones that want to follow Zenfir's rule and not the other three, as well as eliminate any traces of the other three where possible.
Okay.
But because of who they are typically very mistrusted by any organization, hence why they are below ground zealots.
Spiders.
They're only spider people. They're only half spiders.
They still have spider legs.
Okay, true.
That's the creepy part of them.
Alright. So, anybody else want to try anything? Alright, Sasha's not here, and Bern, you're waiting. Rook's cuddling up.
We can head over to the shop quarter if you want.
Are there spiders there?
Yeah, but we're supposed to wait here.
Probably. I mean, they're probably gonna find me even if I'm there. I'm usually either in the alchemy lab, in the shop quarter, or out here.
I mean, if you need to wait here, we could go over there, unless you need to take us there.
I believe that area's... actually, I might need to be there. Don't know how they... Because the system here is different than just gold.
Well, I say we should just wait here and wait until you get what you need to get done, and then we can take a look around and get stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy reading for the time being, so...
Okay. While you're waiting around then, the individual returns from the other room. Coming through the set of double doors, he looks about the room, walks up. Ah, Bern, you and your friends have all been requested to speak to him.
He is here then.
Yes, Budral is here.
Alright. Let's head over there then.
I swear to God, if this is another spider.
And away we go.
No, he isn't. Don't worry.
No, he isn't.
God.
Okay.
I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Heading into the other room, travelling up to the double doors, and they're opened up. You can see inside this room, you see that it opens up into a not as big a room as the library, but still fairly large. The scent in here is a little bit more of a mild, dusty smell, almost like an old storeroom. But as you move in, you can see the soft carpet underfoot covers the entirety of the area here. The room itself is in a mild box shape with two of its corners cut at an angle to make a mild octagon, half of an octagon shape. You can see to the right there is what looks to be a mildly open expanse, a few chairs, tables, what looks to be a crackling fireplace that is currently emitting magic. And behind that on the right wall is a large door, which currently has what looks to be almost these strange metallic roots running over the surface of it, of the door itself. As you follow it round the room, opposite where you came in, you can see there is a large black curtain against the wall, decorated in various manners and not pulled too completely. The curtain at the bottom seems to part slightly, revealing from what you can roughly make out with those of high perception, so that would be probably just Malcom. You can see below there is the signs of a door. that will be behind this, where the large curtains are pulled to. Following them around, it curves inwards, creating a slight indent of a circular chamber that's on a raised level compared to here. 2 steps up, you can see again a further carpeted area, but this carpet is much like Sam's rug in his room, where it has more longer strands of fabric which kind of coil together, making almost this little forest floor of wool.
Oh.
Hmm?
It consumes all.
It does. On this raised platform, you can see there is a dainty little coffee table in the center with what looks to be five currently well-made decanters put in various places with different liquids. One is a deep red, another is more of a kind of rustic orange color, another is see-through, and another seems to be a dark brownish color. And finally, the last one is also another see-through one, but it's less fancy. Surrounding it are goblets of various design. Most of them seem crystal with a golden inlay around the outside and running through the various indents and cuts running around its surface. Surrounding the large coffee table is a very spongy-looking sofa that interconnects, making a donut shape around the outside of this area. Well, no, more like a horseshoe, sorry, with the position of it. And finally, following the room further round, roughly to where you are, there is a large table with what looks to be maps and pins strewn all over it. You can see standing there currently with a small notebook to his side, currently flipping through, is who you assume to be Boudral. Looking at this individual, he is, again, slightly grey-skinned, pronounced canines, a smart pencil mustache, and a very, very sharp and tight goatee chin bit. You can see that he wears very fanciful clothing, the cuffs unfurled and currently flowing free from his wrists. The suit going all the way down to the floor where he stands. As he looks up, his kind of light white hair that's fallen in front of his face, as he scoops it to one side and over the back of his head. Ah, Bern and your friends, welcome. Please do take a seat. He gestures to the upward platform as he walks there himself, and takes a seat on the furthest side away from the entrance, and just takes a sit down.
Right. I'll go take a seat.
Same.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit on the floor.
Uh,
Just gonna drop
what?
right here and just sit.
Or next to the door.
Yep.
My, you are a strange one, aren't you? Please do join us, otherwise you'll miss out on potential drink.
Drink. Are you a vampire?
You're very blunt, aren't you?
Yeah. I've seen spiders. They're everywhere. I'm just having a bad day. Just bear with me.
Oh,
No.
He's a bit scared of spiders.
don't mind them. Don't mind them. They're perfectly fine. They won't harm you unless you purposefully agitate. And yes, some find them creepy. Don't worry. If you do not want to drink, then that is fine. But just know that
What is it? Drink? What's in it?
drink. You've never had like whiskey or spirits before?
Can I have milk?
I'm sure we can find some.
Okay, I'm gonna budge forward a little bit and like get closer to the party. Looks like I can have milk. I need to calm these nerves.
Are you going to go up onto
Spider
the
milk.
platform, or are you remaining on the floor?
Oh, they're up on a platform. Alright, I'll go up to the top of the platform. Go up to the platform then.
Yeah, the platform is just a slight raised platform where there's the coffee table and the circular set of chairs.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go there.
He,
Then-
as you mentioned, Milk, he looks behind you and you can see the individual who you met when you first got here kind of goes, "I'll get right on that," as he turns around and wanders off. So then, this must be your crew that you've worked with for a while then.
Yes. It's who I got connected with going from Gree.
Good. Ah, from your report, this one must be Sasha. Yeah. Rather hot-tempered dwarf. Very capable on her own, but otherwise more of a meet and greet.
Yes.
This one must be Rook, the tank of the, from what I understand. Very capable and curious, shall we say. Interlocked with your destination.
Yeah, it's been a weird journey.
You must be Queglod, yes? The eccentric who probably wouldn't like this place. We'll
Well,
see.
I'm certainly Queglod.
We can maybe turn it around. And His Royal Highness, who also has some interesting backstory, from what I understand.
Yes. I don't know much.
You also mentioned an elf and a skeleton. I don't see either of those.
I have a skeleton.
The
Ah,
skeleton is over there.
It's my
but
friend.
He's no longer with us.
I see. But you have a bit of him with you, so he's with you at heart. And the elf? Elsyan,
elf
I think
one.
it was, the one who does all of the mind tricks.
Yes. He went away for a bit. Sort his own stuff out. We're going to be getting him back at Adamantia.
Ah, so that's your next destination, is it?
Yes, we're gonna stock up on items and head over back to
Yeah,
Ormond's Ravine more prepared now.
very well. I look forward to hearing the report. So, you've come here, I assume, for the invitation I sent you?
Yes, I heard. I was ready.
Good, good. But first, let's have a drink. What would anybody like?
Whiskey.
Whiskey? Strong? Takes the goblet, pours out the orange rustic liquid into the goblet for you. Bern? Usual?
Yes.
Takes the whiskey, pours that in. Looks around the rest of you. Would either of you care for anything?
I don't suppose you have any sherry?
Not currently here, but I'm sure we have something. I will send him to go and get some once he brings the milk.
No, it's no trouble. Whiskey would be fine in that
Whiskey.
case.
Very well. Pours whiskey for you and takes the reddish decanter and pours a little bit for himself. Oh then, we'll wait for him to return. You'll have your milk preparation. So, what do you think of this place, first of all? The rest of you, that is. Bern's been here too long.
Scary.
Scary. You've only seen the library, and you already think it's scary.
There's just the spiders.
Ah,
They're just. It has a lot of stuff. It has a lot of spiders. No, spiders. It's okay. I don't want to offend you. I'm sorry, but it's a nice place you've got here. Just not really my sort of thing. Give me a, I don't know, a hut or an inn or something, anything, just not spiders, and I'm happy. Yes.
Fair enough.
It's different than what I thought.
And what exactly did you think this place would be like?
I expected more Terratan than other races.
Ah. Yes, we're a little bit more diverse in this particular outpost. There are a few others, which Bern, mentioning that now, it seems you have completed your circle theorem.
Yes, I have. It is.
I'd recommend going and speaking to one of the individuals in the upper magic chambers. Find someone there, and they'll be sure to pass on the other outpost. Make sure that you've got what you need.
Are they allowed to come with?
Of course. So long as they travel with you from room to room, they won't be attacked. Should be fine.
Attack!
Yes. You may have noticed the gargoyles. They have a tendency to fight whoever isn't welcome. Most people have a mark of some kind.
Oh, it's just the gargoyles, not the spiders.
No. But if there is a Terratan guard, then they will attack you too.
Oh.
It depends on... How should we say it? It depends on how quickly you get attacked and in what room. If you're in the library, you're more likely to get attacked by general guards and the gargoyles. If you're in, say, the meeting hall, then who knows? Anything could attack you.
Okay. Do you have any other Minotaurs here? Am I literally the only one? It's been so long since I saw a fellow Minotaur. I miss them.
You aren't the first, but you're one of few. They aren't in this particular location. This is our main hub. I mentioned the outposts earlier. There are 2 outposts which contain a Minotaur each. One of them, which
Minotaurs.
I'll be giving to you, is the Smith district. That one, they've got quite a lot of strong smiths there. Some of the better ones. One of them is well known for being a Minotaur there. He has his own passions and personal things, but yes, he's a Minotaur. And the other one we have is an Oracle. He's part of the Seers district. They have weird connections with the Astral Sea, I find.
An oracle. Astral Sea. What's an oracle?
An Oracle is a person who will be able to not necessarily tell your future, but tell you where you're currently going. That may sound like you already know, but there are sometimes bits of information you may want to know.
Oh, okay, like the fortune teller that we met.
Kind of.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Excellent. I hope to meet them one day. Yeah, sorry. You carry on.
No,
cut in
by
again.
all means. So, at this point, you hear the door open behind you. The individual shuffles in with what looks to be a large jug of a white liquid, places it down. Says, "Is your milk? I guess." He begins to pour it out into one of the goblets, hands it to you, and then shuffles out of the room.
Thanks. He's a bit odd, isn't he?
He's our resident bookkeeper. He's very careful with his words and what he does.
Fair dues. Suppose.
So,
I've got my milk.
down to business then. A few things which I would like to get through before you choose your new assistant. I would like to know who's been gathering the information on the Prince of Blood.
That would be me.
Off the mark. So, you've been scrying, I take it, from what Bern has mentioned in his reports?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm sure you'll continue to be useful to us. I'll let Bern give you for that. In terms of everyone else, You've all done very well, and obviously you have our support in overcoming the Prince of Blood. If you need supplies or you need anything in particular, we can sort something out. Bern, do you think they'd prefer gold or merits?
I'd say they probably would want gold.
Very well. We'll arrange that and get that all sorted out, but I'll make sure that you get merits.
Yes, there are a few things we need,
Of course.
which I would like to get.
Of
Mind if I
course.
know what these merits are?
One merit is worth 100 gold. Merits are they're a different currency to what is used in the outside world. They're useful here, but it's a way of cutting down on gold going from hand to hand. If somebody were to carry around, let's say, 1,000 gold, they'd instead have 100 merits. This would be a good way, or no, 10 merits, sorry. This would be a good way of preventing and stopping a large amount of coin going missing at any given time. Because merits are only useful in here.
See.
Yes, the gold would probably be better. I'm saving for a giant's belt strength feat.
Useful outside of here is gold, but merits are a in system. It's also a way to prevent us going, well, you've come back from a quest. Here, take this large amount of gold, and now you can't really carry it around with. Platinum's nice, but merits is the next one up.
Fair dues.
Yes.
So, I'll make sure you have your merits, and I'll make sure the rest of them have their due pay. I think that's all I need. But if there's anything you require, I'm sure we can fetch something up on it.
Yes. Who shall I sort that out with?
If you're dealing with the merits, I'd recommend speak to God. He'd be the one who will be able to hand out the information for you.
Alright.
He also told that out. But for now, I think we'll get on to the second matter. So, he stands up, moves around the coffee table, walks down the steps over to the table, and you watch as he flips through his notebook before he proceeds to tear out a page, throws it into the air. You're all ready to enter when you wish to join. You watch as from a small area in the ceiling, as a thin kind of light begins to emit downward onto the carpet before it spreads outwards, and with a rush of air rushing past you in that single moment, you watch as 3 very different slimes appear in the room. You see one who is a massive hulking green slime, standing up to about 10 feet tall, kind of leaning over the strands of slime slightly running off of him, but just dangling just below, kind of in a weird beard. You see a slightly darkened core underneath of a darker green that slowly almost beats like a heart. The outside of him is covered with ripples and muscles as he stands there, just ready and awaiting orders. The next one across is a orange slime, much smaller than the others, standing at only about 3.5 feet tall, about the size you are, Queglod. You can see he is covered in spikes, almost like a hedgehog so. And his where he stands more squat on a singular blob rather than on legs, much like the green one. This one has 4 tendril-like arms that kind of wrap around at this moment, as it tries to keep itself quite small rather than expanding outwards. And the final one is a green and black zebra combo slime. The outside of it is completely black, bar several straight lines and veins of greenish color, lime green setting out amongst the rest. you can see on one portion of the body there are large nodules of almost bubbles and spheres that kind of coil over the left arm, shoulder, and back as it's hunched over slightly. The green and black blending together and slightly tearing off of the face, forming a weird facial hair replica as this one stands there waiting for orders also. These are each of them, the ones that we have chosen. We've got Giga, Spike, and Vira in that order. You could discuss amongst yourselves. This is, after all, your reward, but if you want to ask the others, then by all means.
I stand up and go towards them, expecting them.
Okay.
I go to Vira. And I try and get an understanding of what it's capable of.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Pretty good.
Yep, that's a
Nice.
plus 4.
4, 23. Looking at Vira, the nodules on the shoulder and that also run down the back seem to relate to some form of toxin. And Vira seems to have this weird kind of amalgamation of these tiny mite-like creatures running along the inside of the large nodules. As it waits there patiently, you watch as 2 of the nodules merge, the slime kind of film membrane around the outside merging together, and before it produces a smaller offspring, which then offshoots onto another portion of the body, growing in a larger capacity as it begins to be filled with this garish, slimy liquid.
I go do the same with Spike.
Okay, go ahead.
$18.
Spike remains small. Each of the tendrils kind of unfurl a little bit from wrapping around its main torso. Each of them seem to be covered in very thin and fine, hardened slime spikes along the inside of its 4 tendrils. As it kind of uncurls a little bit as you approach, kind of just showing them off its main form of offense.
And Giga. $15.
Giga proceeds to, kind of seeing that you're inspecting, proceeds to mildly flex, the muscles growing in size, the torso and each of the muscles of the slime itself beginning to form as its larger form. Even though it's slightly smoothed over, there is an essence of strength about this one, very similar to blue.
Any of you have any suggestions? Anything you want to bring up?
I like that one, pointing to the one on the last one. I forgot his name.
The big one?
No, not the first one, the last, the zebra one.
Fire.
Vira, yeah. Point to Vira.
Anyone else?
Queglod, Rook, do either of you have anything you wish to input?
I don't really understand what's going on here, but I like the big one.
Have
Looks
you
like a
shown
good
them
competition for arm wrestle.
Have you shown
Oh,
them
for
blue,
sure.
Bern?
Huh?
Have you shown them blue?
They've seen it once, I think. Yes.
I've seen blue twice.
Twice.
Well, for your information, Rook, being a individual of more of a higher stature, you get slimes as personal bodyguards. Slimes live inside of any individual, living as a symbiotic creature and helping to maintain an individual's internal organs.
Okay, I kind of got that much, but is he getting rid of
No,
Lude now?
he's
or
getting
what's
a new
happening
one.
here?
He has gone up in
Oh.
he has gone up in rank, and he is also capable of taking on another one now.
Right, so where's this one gonna live?
Inside of him.
What?
It'll
But
share
Lude's there.
space.
Oh.
Blue doesn't occupy all of him at the same time.
Speaking of which, I cut open my wrist and
Oh,
let him out.
Okay, you are now bloodied as the blood pours forth, dripping off of the outside of you. It begins to congeal into this large, thick red mass that begins to peel itself out and tear from your wrist. As it lands next to you, the wound seals over. The blood that spilt onto the kind of darkened red carpet seeps in, sinking before you watch as the patch where it landed now becomes dry and spotless.
okay. Out of character. Have I actually seen this? Because I don't remember any of this.
No, you haven't.
Rook has not.
Okay.
As you watch as a dark red slime, slightly muscular form, two large hand oven glove like hands on either side, as the slime kind of hunched over pulls itself up, smaller than Giga, but otherwise larger than the other two, as Blood remains there. You can see the two eyeballs that are on the inside with the two singular stalks stare at kind of turn and stare at Bern. And even though he's standing away from you, you can still see them from the other side, but you see the back of the eyes.
How does that fit in him? What?
They're very compact creatures. I myself have several inside them.
I've still only seen one.
That's only because you only ever get to see one.
Oh,
What? This is it's crazy.
But
So
it's,
why haven't we seen him before? Sorry. I will be. Yeah. This is so new.
But it takes a lot out of you to summon Blood, doesn't it? At least temporarily.
yes, but
So, how does that work with having multiple then?
The requirement for a slime to leave his body is he has to be bloodied, or he has to force himself to become
yeah,
bloody.
forced to become bloody.
Right.
So
So
this
if I become bloody, they automatically come out.
They can all come out.
they can automatically come out when they want, yeah. Or if they're summoned, they can choose to come out if they want. Otherwise,
Right.
But if he isn't bloodied, then they don't come out unless he wants them to, which requires his action to slice a main artery, which then opens up, allowing however many to come out.
Okay.
Right.
They're effectively a self-defense system, but they aren't active in every combat because they require him to be bloodied. And being a sorcerer, that doesn't happen that often.
Yeah. That's fair.
So it's a high cost to pay for 2 extra bodies in a fight.
Good. Do you have any preference?
None of you hear this, as it is spoken through telepathy. So they are slimes. I don't have a... The green one might collide a bit much with my strengths and weaknesses. Might overlap too much. The small one... terrible problem, but might become uncomfortable at times. And the last one creeps me out, but up to you. Matters not which one I share my space with.
Well, still expect you to get along.
We shall.
I do believe Giga is quite similar to Druid, but
It does seem like he has quite similar capabilities, yeah.
yes.
So if you're keeping Blood around, it might be an idea to pick another one who's more specialized. Perhaps.
Yes. Well, has been
Then
on.
again, if you like what Blood does, there might be some advantage to having another that can do the same thing.
As far as I can tell, he looks to be kind of a wall, almost like Rook. The Vira has gotten quite my interest. I'm not sure what it can do, but I'd like to find out.
That can be arranged if you want. Fyra, why don't you take a strike, Bern? Almost instinctively, you watch as Vyra's hand on the left transforms into a very thin blade, which shoots out towards you. Are you trying to dodge?
No, I'll take it.
Okay. Taking the strike, it cuts through a portion of your, just below your jaw, leaving a very fine incision on the way through. I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage, geez.
Yeah, because you're taking it.
Ah.
If you weren't, it wouldn't be with disadvantage.
Yeah. Probably still succeed, but
What's the total?
+9, 19.
Yeah, that's still a success. You feel a very dangerous pulse of something travel through. It's very hostile and very potent. As whatever it was, it stings as it travels through you. It's not the healthiest thing to have happened. And you watch as this happens, you watch as one of the nodules on the side is consumed and travels down the arm before it bursts part way, as crawling from the back of the now returned hand, you can see these ever so tiny flea-like mites crawling over the back of the slime before they begin to embed themselves into it as Vyra swings her hand forward. And this very fine swarm of slime-like beetles begin to climb and crawl over you. You resist?
No auto.
Okay.
I don't.
As they burrow into your skin, I'd like you to make me another Constitution saving throw. Again, with disadvantage because you're taking it.
What are you doing? You're already bleeding. What's
17.
going on?
17, still a success. You
Why am I
choose-
so good
you
at
can
this?
choose to fail if you want,
Oh, yes.
just to see. Okay. As they burrow into you, you feel a sense of weakness kind of travel over you, and you feel the pain strike into you. You take, ignoring the damage from the other attacks, because that's not important here, you take 11 points of poison damage. All of your saving throws are made with a -3 while you are affected by this disease, and you have disadvantage on strength and constitution based saving throws while you are diseased.
Okay.
At which point you watch as Vyra walks over, places her hand on your arm, and you watch as the beetles are recalled, being receded from your arm. The blood begins to pour from the side of your arm. It is a dark black at this point as it begins to trickle from your arm. Not rushing so, but enough that it's very clear that it is thin. You feel a slight weakness in your arm where it was, as the disease is also drawn from you. Kind of this blackish slime being pulled from you and forming a new nodule on the shoulder.
Did that happen on the same attack as the first one, or second?
That would have, yes.
I see. Interesting.
Pyro also has the capability to cast crude spells. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too powerful, but something that might help. From what I understand, she can also cast them from within you, but it does take something out of you.
I see.
These spells include Pass Without a Trace, Skywrite, Web, Goodberry, Identify, Long Stride, Cure Wounds.
How many times?
2 on the second level spells, 4 on the first level spells.
Okay.
Oh, she also has basic cantrips such as Infestation, Poison Spray.
Okay. Interesting. And you, little guy,
He looks up.
would you like to try that as well?
Gives a slight nod and proceeds to take a strike. Taking it. Okay, where are my dice?
Oh boy. How much sneak attack am I taking?
Well, you rolled a crit.
Oh boy.
Let's roll for the
For
base.
Vengeance dice.
Should you have healed up before?
Fine.
Oh well, it's fine.
You take 24 points of damage from a critical attack, sneak attack, and the blade strike of this. Just as a note, these are 5th level slimes, so it's 3d6 for the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Same as blue
I see.
for now.
Yeah. Next level, they're gonna be level 6.
Next level, they'll get level 60 because they're based on their host. But yeah, so a fair bit of damage as he takes his arm and slices through a portion of your inner thigh, being rather short. You feel the pain rush through you as the blood begins to trickle down your leg. You feel still a little bit weak with all this blood loss and what's actually happening. But all in good time.
And lastly, you two can have a go with Blood. Looking at Giga.
Okay. Giga is going to... At this point, you watch as Giga's left arm forms into a heavy shield, and his right arm forms into a very crude but cruel battle axe. With Blood forming the 2 great swords on either side, the 2 arms intertwining into one another as they both go ahead and take swings at each other. Blood... Ooh, throw the dice. That's a bad idea. Okay. Blood... What's Blood's to hit?
Blood's to hit is +6.
+6. Okay. Blood goes in for a big swing with the greatsword before missing. The shield raised to block it. Going in for a second swing, curves around and does a large cut across the chest of Giga. As Giga goes in for the first swing, it misses, going straight past. What's the AC of Blood?
90.
19. Second attack whiffs also as it carves past it, but not able to land a successful hit of this individual. At this point, after proceeding to take damage, you watch as the axe lights up with this light yellow glow, and the rest of the form begins to tense up as veins begin to form and bulge out, as Giga is going to enter into a rage.
Oh shit.
Okay, next round, Blood taking 2 swings, miss, and miss, and Giga taking 2 reckless attacks, hit, and crit.
Oh boy.
As Giga swings in, you watch as the divine energy begins to flicker off. This is a... you can potentially guess which path that this is, as it carves into the shoulder and down through Blood, leaving a large burn mark across its chest, before swinging around with a second strike, carving into the side of Blood and doing a severe amount of damage to Blood before he takes up a defensive stance, holding his own. Blood, let's see how much damage Blood can do on the crackback. Reckless attack does not come with an advantage. Okay. Same rolls, 19 and a natural 20. I think swinging back, Blood has a much bigger advantage because of sheer damage. So
Blood has 3 attacks, by the way.
Oh, right. Yes, the bonus action attack. So, either way, Blood outweighs Giga in terms of DPS, but Giga seems to be a lot more tanky and defensively built, but doesn't not do damage.
How much damage did you do on those 2 attacks?
Or Blood? Or...
No, Giga.
Oh, Giga? I didn't roll. It's just natural 20 and 19. Does lots of damage. Because they'd be that would be 1d8 plus a d6 plus 2, or plus 4 with the rage, plus the original strength modifier. Then the second one would just be 2d8 plus strength modifier, so nothing special.
Okay.
So Blue definitely outweighs in terms of DPS.
Yes. I believe we already have enough frontliners. So... I think I will take Vira.
Vira bows, at which point Blue, reverting back to his form, goes up, places his hand around your wrist, and proceeds to tear a new entry. There is a rush of blood as he shoots in through the veins and arteries. They bulge and kind of buckle a bit around Bern before blood settles in. You go over and use that fire in.
Yep, I go over to her and place my hand on towards her.
Okay. She takes your wrist, at which point begins to shoot in through the same entryway. Again, you feel the pain as she enters in for the first time. Not ever having more than one before, this does take quite a bit out of you. But you otherwise, in your weakened state, this hurts and you are very close to reaching 0 hit points, but otherwise you are okay. So yeah. While this is the case, you are immune to disease, by the way. While Vira is on the inside of you, so she has her own special stat boost for you.
Nice.
Keep in mind, party, you can also contract this disease. So be careful around Vira.
Oh, great.
Okay.
It's been shown she can take it back.
Yeah, she can reabsorb it, but it's still a pain in the backside.
Yeah. All the same, I'd say you've chosen fairly well there, Bern.
I believe she will prove quite useful.
I'll send the others back to the alchemist. If you wanted to go and see Gord about any of this, he'll pass on. He might also be able to give you your circles if you ask him kindly enough. But otherwise, he'll sort out your pay and everything.
Right. Well, it was nice seeing you again.
I think that should be everything. At which point you hear a door open from your to the left of where you're currently standing, as you see the curtains pulled aside as a deep black-skinned humanoid takes a step out. The large robes, or not robes, capes both flowing over the front as he takes a step out. Completely bright white eyes.
Are you sure it's you?
White hair.
You said human, right?
I mean, humanoid.
Oh, humanoid.
Yeah. As this individual takes a step out, looks about. My apologies, didn't realize you had guests. It's quite alright. This is another one of the leaders of the Sanguine Sun. He looks around the rest of you, nods.
I nod back.
I'll nod as well.
I do a quick bow.
Well, good to see that you're back, Bern, and good to see that you've become a vanguard finally.
I was not expecting it, but
These
nice.
things are sudden. And the troublemakers, the rest of them, what are they all in here for?
Troublemaker. Wow.
Well,
He looks at you, narrows his eyes a little bit, takes a few steps forward. You're a strong one.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But don't plan on causing any trouble.
Good.
I promise. The spiders. I don't want trouble.
Well, looks back at you, Bern. Is this the strong one?
yes. Yes.
The rest of them all seem strong in their own ways. But I understand. Very well, I'll be off then. Woodral, I'll leave you to it.
Speaking of which, am I finally gonna be allowed in that room?
Ha, nice try. Not until you take over his place, pointing at Woodral. I have no intentions of relieving my duty just yet. You can wait until, I don't know, a couple 100 years.
Oh boy.
Or until
I'll
you're
be
in
around
single
until then.
combat.
If I'm around until then, yes.
Great, single combat stuff.
Hey, at least
Oh.
Bern could probably do a lot of damage.
It was nice seeing you too.
And you. Oh well.
We'll be off to the alchemist then.
Very well. I'll be here. If you need to discuss anything or you have anything else you wish to inform me, just let me know. Oh, and Gree has distilled the gift you sent him.
Ah, I see. We'll get it when we're there then.
I hope you do. Take care,
You too.
especially of Vyra. And Vyra, you take care of him. So, for the sake of brevity, where would you like to travel around the Sanguine Sun?
Well, I guess we have to the alchemy lab.
Okay. Heading into the alchemy lab.
Gourd.
Yes. Heading into the alchemy lab, you can see this one is a stone floor and stone wall environment. Completely encased. Walking into this room, there is a very strong smell of chemicals, ash, sulfur, dust, and all manner of bits and pieces. This room curves round almost like an L shape with a slight curvature to it. As you walk in, you can see on a slightly raised platform an individual currently looking over all of the workstations, as various individuals are currently working on bits and pieces, mixing chemicals, dealing with open flames, and other arrangements and assortments of equipment. Around the outskirts of this, there is a rather large channel where individuals can walk to get through this area. As the one standing on top of the platforms, kind of looking around, you would recognize this as Gord.
That's him over there. Let's get this done over with so we can get the other supplies done. And if you have anything you want to look at.
Oh,
Is that fine with you all?
Yeah, good with me.
I'm following you. I'm not messing with any spiders. I'm just gonna stay with you.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine.
Moving up to the individual, you see this individual is again a humanoid at this point, clocked onto vampire. You can see he has Einstein-like white hair wrapping around with a large bald patch on the top, a thick mustache, and otherwise a bald chin to go with. As he's currently just watching and making sure nobody's making any mistakes or sabotaging anything or causing any other damage. As he's currently looking around wearing a large white lab coat and leather gloves. As he's looking about the place, he sees you approach. Bern, I presume you've spoken to Udral already?
Yes, we're just coming from there.
Alright. So, for the one, here are your packages. Each of them is labelled. Go nuts. As he passes you a large sack.
Alright.
You hear the jingling of coins from within.
Yes. I believe these are all yours. Split them up.
Okay, so...
Hand them off to Queglod
Okay.
or Malcom.
Splitting them up, in the opening up the bag, you can see there are... there should be... One, two... 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, there are 7 bags on the inside of here. You can see one of them is labelled, going through and pulling out each of them. One of them is labelled as informant, and the rest of them, each of them have your names listed on them, including Elsyan.
Informant?
Yeah, I take out the one that says informant. Who does the informant go to?
That one's for the scryer, the person who's been doing all the looking in and stuff.
Oh, yes. That's for you, Malcom.
Okay.
I believe there's some ingredients for your spells.
I take a look inside.
Looking inside, you can add 200 platinum to your inventory.
Sweet.
The rest of you and each of yours, Bern, yours contains 200 merits. Well, no, not 200 merits, 20 merits, sorry.
Oh, come on, let me have 200.
No! No, I keep forgetting it's not 1 to 10, it's 1 to 100 with merits.
Come on, let me have 200.
No, you already have 15. So
Oh.
you're not getting 200, you've got 35 merits already.
Okay.
And the rest of you have 100 platinum each. Now, you currently have Elsyan's, and he's not here. But Feng is.
Oh,
Give it to Fang.
give it to Fang. He deserves it.
Sorry, Sam. You're not here.
I hate you all. Elsyan will murder you one day.
Fang
Let it
has
be known.
been here.
Fang has been
No,
here the
Fang's been
entire
here.
time,
Wait, does that mean I
dealing
get
with our shit.
You know what? Feng deserves this. Sam is not mad. Elsyan will be, but Sam is not. I understand. Elsyan hasn't been here for a while.
Okay.
I get it.
Feng
I mean,
now
Feng spent
has...
most of his time basically just running away, so he has been a pretty successful replacement, Elsyan.
Okay. Okay. Simon, why? Why are you savage, Simon?
That burn is good. I like that.
Fuck, mate,
No.
you don't insult a lot, Simon, but when you do, it stings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okie
So, Feng is given 100 platinum, and the rest of you also will receive 100 platinum as a result. I'll let Sasha know. So, with that, Gord also looks down and goes, "Oh, and these are for you as well. Boudreaux said you'd finished your circle thesis, so passing these on, you can receive your next passage when you finish your... What is next on your list? Travel and teleportation thesis.
Yes. I'm working on that. Almost there.
Yeah, good. Once you've done that, he said he's already given you one portion of your gift, so just make sure to keep a hold of it.
Yes, I have it here. I haven't let go of it. Yeah, I was gonna ask. We're gonna need a certain item.
Name it.
Homestone.
Easy enough.
Alright.
Do you want me to just take the 35 merits you owe?
Yep,
Alright.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think we should have one in stock. He pulls open a spellbook, proceeds to draw a few symbols in the air. He mutters a few words, not loud enough to audibly hear, before he goes, yeah, alright. Yeah, if you just head to the shop district.
Shop quarter, yeah.
I closed my mouth. You just head to the shop quarter, you'll find what you're looking for.
Right. Who do I
Told them
look
you've
for?
already paid.
Huh?
I've told them you've already paid. Just head to the main desk.
Okay. That's fine.
Need anything else there, go ahead and pick that up as well.
Alright. Well, thanks for your time. It was nice seeing you again.
Yeah, and
So
yeah,
you're still keeping everyone in check?
of course. Yeah, you might also want to get some marks for you and your friends. Just to make sure that if they do come back here again without you, they're not going to get killed.
Yes, I was planning to do that on the shop district.
Alright.
Alright. I'll speak to you later. So head to the shop quarter.
Okay.
Right.
Heading from the alchemy lab, which was the heavy wooden door. You pass by another large metal door before you reach another heavier wooden door right in the middle of the alchemy lab. Leading out from that door, you travel into another open space. This one again, similar pillars and set up shop fronts in a varying zigzag pattern leading through. You can see all manner of adventurers' gear that you would find here. You'll be able to stock up on anything there that you want. And you can also see what looks to be a large triangular section of the wall where it is otherwise flat is cut out. And behind there you can see a very tall, reaching up to the ceiling stand where an individual or several individuals are currently lined up and selling various goods from a larger collection which seems to include all the items from the stores here. So, Bern, you're heading over to the main desk. Rest of you following, or are you splitting up?
I'm looking
I'm
for
following.
incense.
You're looking for incense?
Let's just get your marks first. I don't want.
That's probably a good idea. We ought to figure out what it is we need to get as well. I assume we're looking for ways to make our journey into Oroman's Ravine less
Yes.
painful.
Yes, I
Okay.
believe we already have enough pass without a traces. We got the
Yes.
homestone.
Those are good starts. It might be worth looking into a way that if we do need to retreat again, it will be harder for the teleportation to go wrong.
Oh,
Mm.
Obviously, where we ended up last time wasn't too big of a problem.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that an
yeah.
effect of Oroman's Ravine, though?
I don't know how there would be a way to counter it.
No, I'm not sure if there is something like that either, but
Let me check something.
Oh, okay. Looking around this place, for while that's going on, Malcolm, as you're looking around, go ahead and make me a general investigation check, for the incense and the other item. Investigation, that should be
15.
15, yeah. Looking around, you find a place which is selling incense. The incense here isn't rare incense, it's basic incense. Upon further inquiry, you are informed that the magical district above will sell rare incense for spellcasting.
Yes, we'll head over there after.
And upon further investigation, you find the item you're looking for 350 gold.
I buy it.
Go ahead and do that.
The 350, so that should be
35 flat.
35.
Alright. I go over to the main desk.
Okay. You see the help desk individual there. Yes. Ah, Bern. Yes. Here's your delivery. Slaps down a box in front of you. 1 homestone.
Thank you very much. I believe it. He told you it was already paid.
Yeah.
Good. Guess we'll head over to the upper district. I believe there are some items there they want to purchase.
This would be where you get your party marked, by the way.
Ah, yes. I need. How much are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
6, including Fang.
Do we need ones for companion?
You do for all non-spider companions, so 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So
Is this going to be a problem when I get my griffin then?
I mean, if you're
Get
going to
it
be bringing
marked.
the griffin through the teleportation circle, as long as it's traveling with you and you're marked, it's not a problem.
Alright, okay. So they can come in as long as they're
So I need 8?
Right.
I'll just take 8 for this.
Okay, you take 8. They are 1 gold apiece, and you are handed 8 of the following. As the rest of you are all waiting there, you watch as Grim turns around.
Grim? Oh no!
Well, no.
Yep.
You
Grim
watch,
has
as
gone
Bern, you
right.
watch as Bern turns around, this grim smile on his face, his eyes slightly aglow as he turns around to the rest of you, with what looks to be a handful of knives.
Alright.
Knife?
You like to do it yourself, or?
Wait, what?
It's just a little poke.
A poke.
Yeah. It's
I guess
How
I
you-
wouldn't expect anything else from here. Malcolm
how-
putting the pieces together.
it's how they mark people. It's not a big deal. Who would like to go first?
And Malcolm does it.
Doing it yourself, or are you letting Bern do it?
I'm doing it myself.
Take the knife, what do you do?
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Just a little poke.
Just a little poke. I need to know how much force I need to put into this.
Just give it a little bit.
Sasha looks up at
Alright.
you, Bern. Why don't you demonstrate on me?
Alright. I'll go up to Sasha and shove it into her arm.
You watch as Bern takes the knife and stabs it into Sasha's arm. She takes 1 point of damage before you watch as the knife sinks into her arm, and this weird tattoo begins to form along her arm where it is placed. You see a sun with a downward sword placed through it, which is currently almost dripping as a part of the tattoo.
Alright, I'm gonna need your help. I'm doing it to my back.
Alright. Good choice.
Okay. You proceed to stab the rest of your party.
I can't make contact to weapons. How's that fair?
Yes, I'll do it. It's fine. Where do you want it? Probably not even gonna show under your fur. But...
No, it's probably not. Just do it on my upper arm.
I thought you were about to say forehead.
Upper arm, and I'm gonna stand up. It could be like really intimate. You're gonna have to stand on Sasha.
I don't need to. I jump on my spear.
Son of a, forgot about that.
Hovering on your spear, you stab Rook. Makes contact with Rook, sinks in. The symbol's somewhere under the fur. You're not sure where.
Right, am I still gonna get attacked? How do they know I've even got the mark? Oh my god.
I think it's magical.
Okay.
Does anybody not want to be stabbed? Elsyan, we've got one for you as well later.
No, I'm okay to be marked.
Where do you want it?
I have to ask my companion. They're okay.
I'm not even here. I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention for the last half hour, but
Returns back to Adamanthia. Hey, Elsyan, stab.
Don't worry. Hand it to me, and I'll make sure he gets it.
Stab him in the neck.
oh, you think you're still Daddy Malcom, do you?
I don't know. I don't
Now he's just daddy.
pay attention to this.
No, he's just daddy.
Oh god.
Now
No.
he's just
Run.
a tiefling motherfucker. You're +2 charisma and +1 intelligence. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Tiefling's got a +2 charisma, +1 intelligence.
That racial bonus.
Queglod,
Racial
you like
bonus.
to do it yourself?
Ignore. I've been dealing with too many tieflings today.
Yeah, I'll do it to myself. I think just on the upper arm.
Your companion?
I said I was asking them if they were okay with it.
They're okay with it. Stabbing B, it's weird.
Stabbing Orm is gonna be weird.
Stabbing Orm's also weird. Both of them are weird, but Orm's one is hidden underneath her scales, and B's one is a manipulatable ink mark. She can move.
It's like
Fang's
Perfect.
is underneath his feathers, and then the last one is Elsyan's.
Speaking of that, I approach Fang.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello. I do remember you saying something about not being able to see in the dark, so I picked this up for you, and I hand him the goggles of night.
Oh, thank you. Could have bought these myself with the recent acquisition of money, but
Oh, there's gonna be more to it. I have other plans, but I need to get the rest of the funds for it first.
I see. Well, if it will help me out, then yes, 1,000 gold I have you can use in.
No. You keep that for when you need it. Don't worry about it. I'll be taking care of this.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. He puts them
Are
on.
there any more spell parts you need?
Hmm?
So do you need any more spell components?
No. My spells use incense. That's what I got.
Yes. You said you needed rare.
Oh yeah, I need to get incense upstairs. That's right.
We'll
Take a
head
breath,
over
see?
to
You
the
head.
upper district.
You head back through the alchemy station. You head up the stairs as you travel up into a rather large, completely octagonal room. Around the room, you can see various books on closed glass and wire cabinets. You can see various individuals moving around. Another individual standing on one of those perches, currently keeping an eye out along the rest of them. So far, you've seen one of these in every room except for the library. Then you can see the individuals kind of looking around as the individual squints and looks at you all as you enter. Excuse me. May I ask
Yes.
why you are here?
Was told this is where I had to come to get higher quality incense for magic.
there with me.
Right. Why'd you always bring weird bunches with you?
Look,
Do you have a thing?
no, it's just luck.
It sounds so disheartened. No.
Alright, well... what are you after?
What kind of incense? Do I use a specific kind?
No, not really.
Any incense work.
High
Very well.
quality.
High quality. Right. Highest
Yes.
quality or just high quality?
What would be better, Chris? I don't know which is better for spellcasting. Is there a difference?
Or, well, higher quality would typically mean you don't have to carry as much of it. Highest quality means you have to carry very little, but you have to use it in larger batches. So if you're using it for something like, say for example, Find Familiar, 10 GP of incense, you'd use 250 GP of highest quality incense. Higher quality
Okay.
incense comes in batches of 50 GP. So it depends on what you're using them for.
So
So
I'll just take the higher.
Alright, how much you after?
Go with 2,000 GP worth.
Sounds good. I'll get that all sorted. Do you want it wrapped up or do you want it just in a sack?
Sack.
Sorting that out, you get 2,000 GP of incense. Anything else you need? Components, anything?
The thing for spellsmithing, what did I need? Gem?
You need gem dust, yeah.
Alright, for that spell we were talking about, how much would I need?
Which one? The 6th level or the 5th
The
level?
6th level, yeah.
60 GP a pop. 10 attempts. A little bit greater than a 50% chance. About 3k?
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, you get 3k of gem dust. You can convert that over. If you have advantage, you're probably going to need like 2k, but 3k should cover you even if you do get some bad rolls.
Yeah. If anything, I just exchange it back.
Okay.
Yes. I would like, that should be all, unless anyone else needs any.
No, nothing I can buy yet.
I would like to go to the spell chamber, yeah.
Okay.
And grab some of my old notes which I left. And ask, would there anyone be in charge there?
The person you just spoke to would be the person in charge.
Ah. Okay. I'm going to... Can I leave him with the spell I made?
What, a replica of it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll say because you would have to craft a spell scroll of that. That would be of... What level is it? 4th?
I believe so. Yeah.
Cantrip first is common. 2, 3, and 4 are uncommon. 6, 5, 6, 7. No. No, this would be rare because it's 4, 5 is rare, 6, 7 is very rare, and then 8, 9 is legendary. So this would be rare. So you'd be looking at half price, so 750 GP to transcribe it as a spell slot or spell scroll.
Okay.
So if you want to just take that out and
Okay.
let's move to
Yeah. Yeah.
So who are you handing it to?
I'm handing it to him. See if anyone's interested in this and would like to potentially help me later on.
Very well. I'll pass this on. All right. Nods.
That'll be all.
Takes it.
Alright. That should be all. Actually, Queglod, you're an enchanter, correct?
Yes.
Your tools are they high tier or?
Don't recall it off the top of my head, but I don't think I had any upgrades for them.
No, you haven't.
No, that was something I was pursuing.
Yeah, upgrades are very expensive. That's the main thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much are they?
A +1 set typically costs around 3 to 4k.
Okay.
This is for any kit typically costs that much. I made the mistake earlier of giving Sasha a set which was cheaper.
Yeah, you gave me a set of.
Hmm?
And I.
Gave a set of what?
+1
Plus
+1
one.
kit. So artisans tools.
And I do have that sort of money, but I can't afford to buy that and then
How much was it?
also afford the enchantment that I'm actually.
It's about 2 to 4k ish, depending on what tool you're trying to do. 3 to 4k specifically for enchanters tools.
I can help you out with that.
If you wish, there is an enchanting area. They potentially have.
Could do. My main goal of enchanting at the moment will take rather a while. I was thinking to wait until we got back to Adamanthia.
Okay.
But,
That can wait then, I guess.
yeah.
If you don't need it at the moment.
Hmm.
Well,
Yes, if
Yes.
any of you did have money for that sort of thing, I would be, of course, willing to pay you back afterwards.
Well, yeah, I can help you out with that.
Alright then. Very well. But perhaps we can discuss this at a later time then. Assuming we're not planning to stay here too much longer.
I was hoping to get back to Adamanthia as soon as possible.
Yes,
Yes.
same.
we can leave right now if you wish. Just needed to get this
That's
sorted out.
Obviously, if you have more business here, Bern, then we're in no specific hurry to get back. Just whatever you need, really.
I mean, the slime was the main thing, and the supplies. But other than that, that should be all. So, if you wish, I could take you back there, to Adamanthia.
I would.
Yeah, I have nothing to do here.
That works for me.
I assume there would be no anti-demon items. Would there, Chris?
I think so. I don't think so, no. I mean, the
Alright.
organization doesn't deal with demons, but at the same time,
Yeah.
they fight them, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't need to make any. So there probably wouldn't be any that are actively made. You'd need to have it commissioned.
Alright. I guess, actually, I want to say goodbye to one more person. Say hi. I go to the entrance.
Okay.
I find the guard there that wishes to die.
You came in through the other entrance today, and you brought another lot of each.
Yes, I came to see how you're doing and if you've managed to die yet.
Oh. Nothing interesting's happened yet.
How long do you plan on waiting?
Got another 50 years in me.
You've been saying that for quite a long time now.
Look, you lose count when you're sat here at the door. All the time.
I thought of maybe changing the job.
No.
Fair enough.
Don't like academic work. Venturing's too much hard work. Here I get to sit down, food and drink makes its way to me. All I have to do is tell people that they're not allowed to carry their weapons openly inside, and if need be, I search them.
I mean, you seem to have it pretty easy.
Yep.
Anyway, glad to see you again. We'll be heading off.
You draw your
Came to
circle
say hi.
there on the ground. He looks at you. Bye. As you finish the circle. You,
And
all having completed your journey here, you travel through the teleportation circle and make your way back to Adamanthia. Let's take a quick break there.
yeah, I was about to say.
3 minutes, and I'll start the moment I get back. So, yeah, 3 minutes.
Okay.
So what's happened?
We're back.
They're
in
coming back to
Adamanthia.
Adamanthia. Be back in a minute, and then we'll start again.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I can play the game soon.
Yes, you can. You can roll the die and do the things, and
You can get stabbed.
yep, I'm making
It's-
sure that happens.
Insult
Rat-
the rock. Yeah,
Wrap,
yeah.
wrap
Okay,
Sovek's
come
middle
on.
finger
Fight
around
me.
it.
Oh, yeah, I gotta tie the middle
Oh,
finger
yeah.
to the end of it.
Yeah. There you go. We were trying to contemplate how to do it. There you go. There's your answer. It's like Sovek gets the last stab in there, you know?
I am entirely okay with this, and I should not be. Oh, God.
I heard laughing. What was that?
Nothing.
No.
What were you laughing about?
They're
Nothing.
gonna stab me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just let me know when you're gonna do it. You know. Just yeah.
Just yeah.
Just
Yeah.
trust
Just
me.
yeah. Really? Just yeah.
100%. Magikarp.
I was hoping my grandmother would have been back by now. No.
Grandmumsy, how could you?
See, I bought food earlier today, and I didn't realize that they put it in a different bag, and it went off to work with my grandmother, and now she's bringing it back.
Oh, Grandmumsy stole your food.
Yeah, she stole my food.
It's Sudsy boy starving.
I am hungry. I have not had anything to eat. Alright?
I have eaten an entire bag of Haribo since sitting down.
I
Which is not
have
great. I'm gonna get fat.
nothing.
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 Tis the end.
'Tis the end. I'm wasting away
It is the end.
of the world.
Of the Sudz, and we know it.
No.
Yes.
World.
No. we're
World.
waiting
The
for
entire world's getting blown up.
You're no longer
Oh,
Daddy
because
Malcolm,
I
mate.
Yep.
I
If
will
I don't
just-
get food, I will blow up the world.
No.
Well, I guess you are a bit.
I'm back! Right.
Welcome back.
No, Chris, don't.
What?
Don't do that voice, please. I will drive to your house and stab you.
He will.
On Friday, because I'm coming round anyway. Might as well do
Might as well be
Warhammer and
efficient.
stab you at once. It's
Quick
convenient.
journeys.
It's convenient.
Yeah,
I can't
same.
spend I can't spend fuel on two. What are you talking about? I don't have that much money.
No, because it's all going into Warhammer.
It's not. That's the thing. I want it to, but it's not. I just keep looking at Warhammer going, I want it, then having insane willpower not to actually spend any money. Too many models to paint anyway,
Jamie
plus I don't need
revamped
more.
his dice. Jamie revamped his dice.
I know, I saw.
I know. I tidied them up. I was so happy. I can achieve symmetry.
Just wait till we have to roll damage and then fuck everything up.
No.
Alright, Jamie, now you gotta roll all those die.
It's like, damn. I know. But while I was sitting there, I was like, you know, I can make a pattern and it looks tidy.
That's why I have mine like this, or even if they fuck up, I get it. Don't care.
Alright, so. Back into this. As the teleportation circle finalizes, the air around you becomes electric for a moment, as the heat of the area rises and then falls to the calm spring weather. Your tavern. You see, Abod is currently in the center. Is in the center of the room, just off to the side of the teleportation circle, with what looks to be some kind of magical gizmo wrapped around his wrist. Kind of three of them have like these electrified claws on the pinky, middle, and thumb, as he's busy messing around with some kind of metal ball that's slowly floating in the air. As he turns, welcome back. You have a nice trip.
There were spiders. There were many spiders.
Lovely.
No. I need to go for a walk.
Alright, have fun. Rest of you?
Who are we talking to?
Abod.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty fun. Got myself a new friend.
Good. Oh, is this what Gree was telling me about? The new...
Yes.
Excellent. Hey, maybe I'll get one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Where is he?
He's underground, same as usual.
Okay. How are you doing?
Good. Just making
Still
stuff.
busy?
Yeah, at the moment I am. Oh, but I heard that from... I heard from Sasha, because she was whinging about it last time we were here. That you've been rather interested in spellcraft.
Yes. Why?
Just wondering, just because seeing as I do the same thing, and obviously you've taken a liking to it as well. Probably help you out here and there.
Yes. I've already made one.
Ah.
I do have planned for the next one.
Excellent. Well, if you've ever got free time, just come up here and I can help you out with that.
Do we know if we're staying here long or are we leaving?
Well, I guess the plan is to head off soon. We knew that the Prince of Blood is going to begin moving again.
He's already started, I believe. Hasn't?
Well, we've not heard any word yet about what he's up to. So, I would think the next goal is Oramen's Ravine, but I see no point in rushing to get there.
We can take today to rest. What time is it by now?
By now, seeing as you travelled, you got to Blackhold just past midday. You've spent several hours doing research, travelled to Sanguine Sun. You probably got here at about 11 at night.
Oh.
Start the walk and go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we...
I guess
Yeah,
it is time to take a rest.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Let's make a plan.
Yes.
We'll go and take your rest. Elsyan, with your stupid high passive perception, you pick up on your companions as you hear the various doors to the left and right of your room opening, closing.
Oh fuck, they're back. Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with Sasha. Ah, fuck. Don't want to do this. If we're gonna moan at me for murdering, murdering people. What time is it? I'm going to go meditate. Fuck it. I'll talk to them in the morning. What if they've missed me? Probably not. Pricks.
Wow.
You meditate. Morning comes around. You hear the sound of the wind outside, lightly clattering against your windows. The birds are currently singing away as you all look outside to a bright sunny day. The trees are beginning to grow back their leaves. The first buds are coming through. As you see, the daily life of the individuals down below and outside are continuing on as they would do. The hammering of hammer on hot metal as the two smiths across the road are currently hammering away and getting things started for the day. You can see general foot travel is making its way through here as you see a large swarm of dwarves enter into your tavern for the breakfast burger meals. Okay. Who has the highest initiative among you lot?
The highest initiative?
Yeah.
Probably
I'm hitting you with a +3.
Malcom, to be honest.
Anyone got more than
Yeah.
+3?
I have 2.
Feathering's got a 5.
Feathering don't count.
That's
Feathering's tied to you, so...
Does
so-
it
Hell
have-
yes.
Did I have a 5?
no, so Elsyan, you're the first. You're the first to awake, also only needing 4 hours of sleep.
That helps.
That helps.
Calling it sleep's a bit strong.
Yeah. 4 hours of meditation and then 3 hours of lewd thoughts.
Continued meditation.
Lewd thoughts. I'll have you know, I do not have lewd thoughts.
You can use
It's no
delusion.
last
You
November.
could use
come on.
delusion on yourself and give yourself lewd thoughts.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Chris.
what month is it now,
No.
Chris?
Chris, it is
Chris,
no. We're
what
not
month
doing
is
no.
it in game?
Is it November in game? Or the
What month
equivalent?
is it in game?
Spring, so
No, that's not the month.
no,
That's a
but it's
season.
springs. No, but
Um,
it's going to be
you-
one of the spring months.
Hold on. That was when you.
Chris has a custom calendar. You know this fact.
Yeah, I know, right? Flipping mad.
He's insane.
He needs to get
You
out.
are
more.
currently on the 1st of Faldred.
So it is not Faldred.
No, not Faldred.
No fat Faldred. Come on, you gotta think of the alliteration.
That's it then.
Is
Sasha's
there
on a
any
diet.
alliteration?
No fat Faldred.
Yeah, that would be the closest one. There'd be no jizz.
if I think of any- Yeah, that's fair. That works.
No fat Faldred.
But
There you go.
Obviously, you probably shouldn't actually take part in No Nut November because genuinely, it can cause a prostate cancer problem. Ha ha.
Ah,
Wow.
Ah, the true facts.
Who knew that sailors were dangerous?
No. Elsyan's going down to have some breakfast. he needs some elven flatbread to get.
Okay.
Lewd
Go downstairs,
thoughts,
have your
please.
breakfast.
He has dreams of killing his mother.
The next one's
Freud
to
probably
wake
has
up.
something to say about that.
The next one's to wake up, head downstairs until eventually you will end up down there.
Yeah.
I'd say the next one to arrive after you, Elsyan, would be Queglod, followed by Bern, I think.
Queglod.
Actually, no.
Long time no see.
Thanks.
Alright. Elsyan, you're back then, are you?
Well, apparently. How are things without me?
They all went okay.
Just okay. Seem to remember some talk about what was that? Romance Ravine?
Oh, that's
How did that go?
Quite to plan, but
How not to plan did it go? Did Sasha get someone killed?
No one died, no.
Huh.
We discovered that it turns out being right on top of a portal to hell makes the place rather dangerous.
That makes a surprising amount of sense.
Anyway, we had to abandon our attempt to get to the bottom.
Right, you ran away?
Yeah, sure, if that's how you want to put it. We retreated so that we could,
Right, okay, I retreated. That's what you're calling it.
well, we've taken stock of our possibilities, and once we've reassessed what we're capable of, we intend to take another attempt.
Hmm.
If you're back in the city, you
Oh
may
yes,
come along.
I'm back proper now. I've done my situation. Got another shard. Just got to do the weird trance thing. Oh, that last 2 times has been quite uncomfortable. Anyway, I might be able to find some more about these shards, and maybe it might help us.
That's good. Did you enjoy your travel?
Oh yes, my travel was fine. I got to see Boston, an interesting city. And the wizard towers, I seem to recall. But this one wizard. Nice guy. Pointed me in the right direction. I also know a good town for any mercenaries if we ever find we need one. Or 2, or maybe 3. But their survival rate is surprisingly low. Oh well.
You know what? I don't want to know.
I didn't kill them myself. Entirely. But, surprisingly cheap trip as well, I've got to say. Just really had to pay for my own food and travel. They're cheap as well. You meet any interesting fellows?
Well,
At this point, Bern, you come down the stairs.
Motherfucker!
Elsyan, you're back.
I want to say Brian. Nope, not Brian. Brad. I've forgotten your name. I'm terribly sorry.
Close enough.
Close enough? Really? I just pulled that out of my ass.
50%
I mean, you got the first letter right.
Ugh.
There's an R in there. The wrong place, but
So how are you, Bern? See, I didn't forget I'm a smart one, me.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
How
good
have
to
you
hear.
been?
Yes, I've been good, thank you. Very good, in fact.
Can't remember where you went, but
I
sure,
went
important.
off to Boston. Ended up in the Emerald Glade. Do not go to the Emerald Glade. Just
Is
saying it
the
now.
Emerald
Okay, if it's green, it's probably over there. And yes, that includes dragons.
Oh.
Hiding happened. A lot of it. Some sacrificing was forced. But all in all, relatively relaxing for me.
Of course it is. I'm sure you were the one doing the sacrificing.
Of course. I was sacrificing a lot. My time, my efforts, and my hirelings.
Did you at least get what you were looking for?
Yes, I did. Still need to do the necessary with it, but it should be fine. What was it that I actually got, Chris? What physical item was
you
it?
got the crystal orb, which then upon
Okay.
contact shattered and the shard came in.
Okay.
Came into contact.
What is? What did you go and get?
Have you ever heard the tales of the Acrian Orb?
Acrian orb. I don't believe so.
Hmm.
I'm not sure
yeah.
familiar with it.
It was an orb used, I believe it was used in Boston. I'm not sure. I forget a lot of the details myself. The orb itself is, or was, effectively a mind control device. it was used to enslave the large populace of Boston to a factory and just be slaves for the wielder. Turns out had part of interdimensional being inside it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So
But
you're...
it no longer exists. I would have hoped to actually have gained the item and been able to use it myself. Obviously not to enslave entire populations. It's far too crude. Got to
So
be
how's
subtle
that
about these
going?
things.
Any progress?
No, because the orb shattered upon touch.
Ah,
It's a shame.
well, better luck next time. So,
Yes.
now that you're back, are you joining us again?
Yes, I'll be joining you guys again. I will be coming forth and making sure you guys don't have to run away again. Because when I do it, it's classy. When you do it, it's quite shameful, actually.
Well, it's kind of forced.
Fair enough. How did you get out of Armand's Ravine? I can't imagine it would have been easy to get out of there once you were in.
Well, we were supposed to go to Adamantia through a teleportation circle, but something changed our destination.
Just something changed it. Not even going to ask you about what did that, but fair enough.
Well, somehow we ended up in Dragon Forge. No, wait, Dragon Forge. Sorry.
You ended up in
It's,
Crag Anvil.
It was a bit of
Oh.
a diversion, but it did end up being worth it.
Oh, you poor
Yeah,
things.
Queglod got
Ugh, City of Dwarves.
one of her upgrades.
Alright, I'm
Yes,
back.
I got to meet some of my people.
Oh, he's got to meet some of your. Oh, very nice. Got anything useful?
Yes, it turned out I discovered there was a slot for a crystal in Nightmaker,
Ah,
and it transpires that my people were holding on to it.
fair enough.
So that's given Felipe a bit more power now.
I've got to say, I have missed Felipe. See, I do actually quite like the thought of we now like portable speaker.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is now. Which is glorious.
Can I just say I'm terrified at the thought of making a metal
So,
skeleton.
petition to rename Crabbard into Sorax Skull.
Oh, 100%, go for it.
Do it.
And it'll
So
be on my
that will be
belt.
immortalized until we decide to change the name again.
Right.
Just love how unsure Chris sounds. Just
I was going to say, you sounded really not
not enthusiastic about that idea.
enthusiastic. No.
Alright, let's gonna dedicate to this one. Dedicate.
Yeah,
Why are you
funky.
moving all the bags?
They weren't sent.
Now that
This
that's
upsets me. Why are the dice bags moved? They've changed, and it really
because
Oh.
Infernal didn't want them up here.
it upsets me
Why?
a little bit because it's changed, and I don't like it. Like it really
So
upsets
people can
me.
drag them easier, and Sasha can get her that.
You know what? I
Sod-
get it. I understand why. I don't have to like it.
True.
I was just looking when we first joined. I was like, I don't like it. It's changed. What's changed? It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like, The dice bags have moved. Why have
I
they
did-
moved?
See, I couldn't pinpoint earlier what had changed, but I knew something had.
I don't like it. It's different. Put it back. Oh man.
Next, they'll be moving the damage templates up top, and that also can't go. Tell you status, the area effects is going to be moved. Where the map is going to be moved.
The map's gonna move to the bottom right.
Someone's going to eventually get rid of this drawing of mountains.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't seen this drawing. I mean, I didn't really understand. I assumed that was from the week I wasn't here.
There's a ravine we had to pass. That line, I believe.
That was the Sovak.
Was that
being
Sovak?
thrown line.
Yeah.
That's the sort of
threw-
flight trajectory.
You threw me.
Perfect. Oh, it feels so good.
Don't worry, I gave you a heartfelt goodbye. You're the only one that truly accepted me.
I really miss Sovik. When Sovik died, I actually nearly cried. I was like, oh
You
no.
shouldn't. I'm glad someone's had a reaction like that to one of my characters. You shouldn't do, because he's a fucking shithead. But I'm glad.
That was nice. It was great. It was nice to wind him up, and he wound me up, and it was perfect.
Hmm.
So Sovik's currently with Giles now, but Giles is going to be taking a position on my shelf, where Sovik's going to be taking a position on my belt.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah. Was it Sasha who had the fingers still?
Sasha.
No,
I
Unless
have
it's
the
been given to
finger.
someone else.
that's Malcolm, isn't it?
It's Malcolm.
Yes,
Oh,
Malcolm.
Malcolm
Ah.
has it. Okay.
And I know where Malcolm
That's why we were talking.
is, so.
Okay.
Oh god.
The
Please
way he
no.
said that, I know where Malcolm put it. Oh.
Yep.
Where?
In a pocket.
Pocket.
What were you thinking?
Wow.
Speaking of which, Malcolm.
Jamie, you're fucked up, man.
No.
What?
Speaking of which, you can have this. I give him the homestone.
Wait, what?
What?
Confusion.
He doesn't want it.
Either
That's
you or
just
Queglod
special.
can have it.
You said confusion. I said that's a status confusion.
Yes. I have been confused by handing something to me.
You can give it to Queglod if you don't want it.
I handed the Quiggles. Your
Oh.
more. What's the word? Dependable.
It's true.
If you're sure. If we don't want to put it in the bag of holding, then yes, I'll
We're
hold
going
it.
to be using it. You
Okay.
can have that.
All right.
Sounds like you've lot have been on quite an adventure then.
Adventure. Yay.
Yeah.
Are other people waking up yet?
Yeah, there
What?
are. I'm just busy
Yeah.
doing something real quick.
Just touching up his makeup. Just bear with him.
Having an awkward stare at each other at the table.
No, I'm committing.
Please, I'm not sat at the table, I'm sat at the bar. Being a prick. Can you guys tell me about the there were riots here or something?
The riots! How are they
Riots?
doing?
I didn't hear anything about a riot.
When I came in here, there was a lot of people protesting outside the tavern. Something about elves?
There's a leaflet and everything.
There's a
Was it?
leaflet?
Yes.
Rook, you seem to know about this. What is this?
A friend started a hate thing against us and elves because we had one token elf who disappeared and we
okay, I'm
banned
guessing
another
that was-
elf.
You banned another elf? Why would you ban an elf?
Well, that was a long story. He
That's-
just didn't fit in.
Was
Is
it
anyone
him?
else-
So
What was it? What was,
Was
the
it
friend's name?
him?
it was him. Yeah, him from previous. Him.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him again.
Can I
Again.
go with you, please?
Him? Who are you talking about? Don't make me mind read you people.
You can't. You just holds up the skull and just stares intensely at him. Just that's it. That's all you get. Just opens jaw. Fuck you. Oh, that was also from the friend. Just yeah.
The skull was also from the friend.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Is
skull.
anyone
it's-
actually going to tell me what happened?
No, the skull and the fuck you was from the friend. He said to give that to you.
Ah, okay. Did he know me or?
Probably. I mean, he said it, but
Hmm.
yeah, just a friend.
Oh god.
Yes. Oh, also, in case you weren't aware already, since I believe it happened after you left us, Gact is no longer traveling with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, true. He seems to be up here in his room.
that's that explains why Gact was here and you guys weren't.
Oh, correction. It's not in his room.
He is. To be quite fair, we're not exactly set
That's
up.
our
for it.
thing's room.
It's a cardboard cutout
You know
of
what?
Gak.
Fuck it. I'm putting myself at a table. It's good. Come join me at a table.
You're already downstairs. Where you one tile that's not.
He wasn't. No.
Oh no, he's down here in the corner with James.
Yeah, he's down here because he didn't play
Yeah,
something.
these were designation of whose room was which.
Oh, okay.
So-
Fine.
No, I have the table.
So
So yes, we had Fang join us instead of.
Oh no,
You.
I'm not sitting on Queglod's lap.
all right, let's see who notices it first.
Where is Gact and
Who notices what?
Harlan?
Where is Fang?
Yeah, everyone's downstairs at this point. Fang's with you as well.
Okay.
Fang has
Oh.
his room.
Got brands and
You can take a gag through.
Sudz is cooking away apparently,
Making breakfast.
making breakfast.
Bacon and
don't-
eggs with Angus.
There's Barks and why is there a goblin in our tavern?
He's been there all the way from the beginning.
You know what? Obviously, I don't pay enough attention to this tavern.
I don't see
Well, since I joined.
Yeah.
what I'm meant to be noticing.
You'll notice it eventually. If not, someone will find it and point it out.
So,
Huh?
Chris was committing to something, and then suddenly
Yeah.
it's done, and we're meant to notice something. But I've just checked Crabbar. It's
Chris,
still got
have you
the same
managed to
name.
finish the tavern?
No.
I
No.
didn't think so.
Well, the kitchen looks different.
You might need to, or you might notice it next week rather than this week.
Because you definitely done a little bit of rejigging. Because I don't remember this carpet over here.
Let me
That's been there.
let me try something real
Okay,
quick.
obviously, I really haven't been paying attention.
Well,
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's done it.
Yes. So look, skull. Happy
So
days.
Let's go.
Oh my lord!
Well, we're sitting
Now
at
the
the
new
table.
speaker.
Wait a minute, who is this Sovak?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a
Okay.
friend.
It's our radio speaker.
Huh. Interesting. Was this friend Elven by any chance?
No, it's just a
It was a skeleton.
just a
Well,
skull. Yeah, it's just
So
a
Just
skeleton.
skull.
everybody is here. So you doing? What are you doing at the moment, Malcolm?
Well, you said I was making breakfast, right?
Well, your tiles in the kitchen. I assumed you put it there, or
No.
I think we because otherwise
Sasha's still in the stage.
oh, okay, yeah. Sasha's up on stage at the moment.
I'm gonna be sitting here.
Antisocial fuck, I'm
Malcom, come join us at the
You
table.
can steal another chair and join the table.
Let's talk. Come
Okay,
on. I've
okay.
seen you in ages.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to stop calling you daddy. It got weird. I had
Yes,
to
it did.
reflect on this. I
Don't
can
do
only
it.
apologize. Yes, mummy.
Okay. Well,
I'm kidding.
as-
I'm kidding.
as
I'm
as Malcolm comes over, he goes to pat Elsyan on the back with the knife in his hand. And just stabs it full force into his back as he said the mommy part.
Jesus.
Okay then.
Okay, attack roll
Just
with
the one that allows me to
advantage.
psychically kill people when they
Make
damage
me
me.
an attack roll with advantage as Elsyan is surprised.
Damn it, I don't have it. Fuck, I forgot to pick up that one.
You grab the knife, stab it into Elsyan's back. Elsyan, you take 1 point of damage.
What the fuck?
And
What was that for? I was joking.
and as
Oh,
he,
that was a gift from a friend.
and as he pulls it away, you can see a middle finger just pointing at it as he holds it in his hand.
Perfect.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, it's friend's
Why?
finger.
It's from a
Okay.
friend.
Can
It's
someone
from
tell
the
me
friend.
who this friend is?
No, just a friend.
Please, someone.
No, just a friend.
Queglod, you're not
Just a
really
friend.
in on this joke as well, are you?
I'm afraid I can't really tell you.
You can't tell me. Why
And
not?
now Elsyan has a tattoo on his back.
I have a what?
Tattoo.
You gave me a tattoo without. That's assault. I
That's from
should
a
call the
different friend.
guard, but I know the guard would do nothing because, quite frankly, you could kill them all easily. Fuck's sake! I've got a random tattoo. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
you're
It matches
welcome.
mine.
And mine.
Okay, I swear to God, big guy, who honestly, I saw you around. I didn't actually get to talk to you. I don't even know your name.
Me?
Hi, I'm
Oh,
hi,
I'm a
Elsyan.
friend.
You're oh, don't you dare! Now, don't you? I don't have to use my mental bullshit to figure out that's a lie. No,
No, I don't know you, but my name's Rook, and I kind of saw you on the way out last time.
It was awkward. It wasn't personal against you. I didn't suddenly think, oh look, we've now got a barbarian. What a shame. I mean, there was a small part of me that felt that, but you know, it's fine, I guess.
It's alright. Oh, it's good to meet you, and
They've been treating you well.
yeah. I've been having a great time. Too bad my friend's gone, but it's okay.
Who is this friend? Seriously,
Just a
Just
friend.
You're never going to tell me, are you?
No, I'm never going to tell you.
Nope.
Just a friend.
Why not?
Because it's just a friend.
It's just a friend.
He asked us not to tell you.
He asked you specifically not to
Not
tell
to-
me.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And you thought, yes, sure, this is someone I should listen to.
100%.
Uh-huh.
He's my friend. I don't know you. But I knew him. I don't know you. So of course I was going to listen to him over you. You didn't even say goodbye.
Queglod, are they being serious? That this isn't some joke. I'm trusting that you're being the sensible one. I know.
No, they are being serious. He did make such a request
He did.
under circumstances that, well, it just wouldn't have been fair to refuse, really.
So here we are.
Wouldn't it be fair to refute? I am.
You look confused.
You know what? I am confused.
That's okay. It doesn't
I
take
will
much.
find out who this friend is.
Good luck.
Best of luck.
Yes. I wish you all the
said
best.
he caused those riots.
Yes.
Let's
And I
not bring it
100% approve.
Rook? No.
I do.
Wait,
No.
what is this?
He tried to build. Yeah, when I got back, there was like a riot was a bit strong. More of people with signs protesting the tavern, saying
It
a
was a
racist
mob.
against elves.
Yeah.
Even mob is a bit strong. But there was a couple of torches and a few pitchforks there, but it wasn't that sort of event. It was actually fairly chill from what I can understand. Very relaxed.
Well, if there's another one, then we'll equip them with swords.
At this point, Malcom goes up to... Is Zubin behind the counter?
Yeah, he always is.
Alright, I go to Zubin.
What can I get for you, Malcolm?
I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Depends, for sure.
I was wondering if you could let me know when the person that what did he say? Had the record for drinking the most? Drinking the most? Or
Top
something?
of the drinking table, wasn't it? Or something like that.
You can't remember what it was.
Can't remember the details.
I take a look around and see if there's anything about drinking or something.
On the wall behind Zuvin, there is a small blackboard with a list of names and numbers next to it, equal to what is currently the high-scoring drinking contest.
Okay, who's at the top?
Hatzoki,
Hatzoki. And how many drinks?
27.
How many?
27.
I point to the thing behind him. Can you let me know when the number 1 on that list comes in?
Sure, he should already be in here. He takes a quick scan around the room.
Can I listen to this conversation? Can I hear?
You're all currently you're focused on Elsyan blathering about, not knowing who friend is.
Seriously, this is cruel and unusual punishment.
That's fine.
He
Enjoy it.
should be here somewhere. He
I
usually
thought-
comes in with the morning building team, but if not, he'll be here this evening.
Okay, well, when he does arrive, will you inform me? I'm going to be going back here to work on something.
If I notice, then yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Guys, before everyone splits up and does things, what is our plan of action? Like, what are we planning on doing? How long are we planning on staying here for?
I wish to speak to Mr. Hatzuki.
Okay.
Who is that?
I think
Who is Mr. Hatsuki?
One of the one of the individuals I was attempting to scry on.
Oh.
Hmm.
Why exactly?
There's some things I wish to ask them about me.
I see. About what?
About me.
Okay. Is he here?
Not currently. Doesn't look like it. I guess I take a look around and see if there's anybody else here.
Roll me a perception check.
I meant in Adamantia.
Perception, that should be 18? Yeah.
18.
Oh wait, sorry, no. Sorry, 17.
17. Yeah, I was gonna say like +6. Where'd you get that? Alright. Looking around the room, you don't see anybody. You don't know who you're looking for though. You only have a name.
Yeah, I was mostly looking for somebody that looks like they would be a drinker.
I mean, you're currently
Besides
in a
for
tavern
the dwarves?
with 40 dwarves from the drinking team in here.
Besides from the dwarves.
Besides some dwarves? No idea. Can't see anybody.
I guess they're not here currently. Anyways, I am gonna go work on my spell real quick.
I'm gonna go work on one of mine as well. I believe. I mean, our plan was to just go through the same way we went last time, wasn't it? This time, be more careful with Pass Without a Trace.
yes. Well, obviously we're going to be using password of trace more carefully. The homestone is helpful, but that only really gives us access to something that we already had when Gact was here. Of course, we now have Elsyan back as well.
We have more rain. We're good.
Me back.
We are all a little stronger than
Yes.
last time, but even so, I wonder if we ought to
Well,
Find
we're,
something else to
we're
even the
gonna be
odds
more
before.
careful.
What made you guys run away?
Spiders.
Oh,
Big-
please.
Big spiders. Huge,
Oh, yeah,
huge spiders.
you've got an arachnophobe on the. Oh, you've met Arachne, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of coming to bears with that one. But these were bigger. These were much bigger.
They were.
They were huge.
Bigger than Felipe when he's big.
Bigger than Big Philip. Oh. No, I completely understand. I'm sorry I insulted you. I completely understand. You can surely handle some giant spiders.
Oh,
Even
and
that
giant
size.
mosquitoes as well.
One of them shot a lava spit at me and tried to get me towards it with Kong.
What the? Okay. Yes, that the portal of hell would explain all that. Huh. You know what? Fair enough.
Yes.
That's all fair.
Could we consider having Rook and Sasha wear not heavy armor while we're traveling?
That would be potentially dangerous if we get into a fight.
Yes, but it would also lower the chance of us being spotted.
Well, that's basically just saying, can the two tanks not wear armor?
Well, not wear armor, not wear heavy armor.
Okay, but we haven't got any non-heavy armor that is enchanted to the level of minor Sasha's current armor. So our ACs are both gonna take a massive shit.
Surely you could find somewhere in town to get something at least as a short-time substitute.
And breastplate barding is very expensive.
Barding, yes. For a regular person, breastplate's not too bad. It's 400 GP.
Yeah,
yes.
but I'd have to change out Orm's armor too. She has.
I mean, Orm's already gonna be heavy because of what he is.
No, if you take the barding off of Orm has
okay.
an AC of 15. But obviously a disadvantage to stealth. The main thing to note is that if Sasha puts on any armor, even with a breastplate, she'll have an AC of 13. Because she's got a -1 to her dex.
Well,
Oh.
And with a shield, that'll, even if she makes that a +1, that'll knock her up to, at most, 16 AC.
True.
whoops.
What would mine be without heavy?
Yours without heavy, using medium armor, you've got a +2, so you'd have 16. Well,
Should we look into
And I'd lose
something
my
which
heavy armor
boosts
master.
their
and you
stealth?
lose your heavy armor master, which does mean you'd be taking full damage from everything.
We maybe
Yeah.
look into something which would increase their stealth overall.
There are magic items to do that.
Yes, that one cloak we saw.
Well,
One cloak you saw, which you didn't get.
I could provide you guys some funds, I suppose. It's needed.
Oh, you have funds.
Yes, I got money.
Oh, that's new.
That's not new. I left you guys a load of money when I left.
You did?
Yes.
When? What?
None of us apparently
You
know.
really? I definitely left some. Yes, I definitely left some money when I left. I made this clear.
You did.
Left in my pouch with a nut. I left the pouch when someone nicked the money. Sasha.
Give it to Sasha.
Oh, fudge.
Of
And
course.
she invested it in the tavern in the form of making weapons and so on.
Oh
Of
my
course
God.
she does.
When you
Right.
say making weapons,
I am so sorry. Next time I'll give it to someone sensible. I guess.
Face palms, just like, oh.
Nah, what's... For fuck's sake! What? Why is Sasha just dancing on the you know what? Just talk to her later. Fucking hell! That was for her to have a clear discussion with you guys about what you're going to do with something sensible. Not to give her a forge to. I swear it goes past, worship of like skilled forgeman masters and wanting to become good at it because of your religion. It gets fetishistic sometimes.
I hand Elsyan a bead of nourishment. Eat this. Calm down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never had this before.
Oh, God.
It's nice. Compared to the rations you've been eating for the past couple of weeks, it's pretty nice.
That's pretty good. You know what? I need to find some good elven flatbread. That's what I need.
Take a look around town if you have any time. If we see any cloaks that boost stealth or...
I'll keep an eye out. I'll talk to our favoured clothes dealer, see what he might have. Shishkri. Oh, I've missed that man. Honestly, I need to get him to look at these boots. They're not quite as in good a nick as. I mean, they're fine. I mean, they're Shishkri approved clothing. Of course, they're great, but this one's scuffed slightly. Can't be having that, obviously.
Nice.
Anyway, I'll go check up on Argene and then work on my spell.
Okay. You go check up on Argene.
Give him some metal.
Yep. Busy chewing through a bar already.
I'm gonna go make my spell.
You go begin.
And then I'll head to Abbott and do my spell.
You go to Abard and begin to receive assistance with your spell. Alright.
Gonna go out looking for elven flatbread and keep.
Okay. You're looking for
Magic
open
clouds
flatbed,
of stealth.
and you are here until, as far as I am aware, sundown, when the individual could arrive.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at how to incubate a griffin egg. Like what requirements there are.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the
Spiders.
library and look up stuff. Alright.
Yeah.
We'll do all these
There,
rolls off stream just to speed things along.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you
There's-
wanted to do that needs to be on stream.
I don't.
Not really. I'm just going to do some more research.
Should have asked someone to teach me how to use a herbalism kit. No. Good
Spend
herbalism
time
kit, but I'm
researching
not.
it if you want.
Yeah, I can do, but in a day, gaining proficiency in a day, not really
You're
gonna
not
happen.
gaining proficiency, but starting it.
I can.
True.
Malcom
In
can
fact,
teach you
they'll-
on the road, so it's not a bad thing.
I mean, because I want to be able to start making healing potions and the like, so we can.
Oh yeah, with that, I'd like to go down and check and see how the healing potions are.
We'll deal with that later. Much like the tavern that isn't finished, I have no idea what that's doing.
Perfect.
It's
We have
completely slipped your
no
mind,
clue what
hasn't
our
it?
income is, no clue what our outcome is.
I know what your income and your outcome is. I really know what your outgoings are and
I
how.
would like to see the entire account first.
Go
along
for
with-
it. I have a document for it.
Please do, because I want to analyze your accounts, because I'm learning how to do that shit. I can apply British accounting law onto this tavern.
Ooh.
20% VAT, motherfuckers. We don't have to pay it because we're a business.
You're currently being affected by a 10% tax
Oh, that's fair.
based
Fair.
off of your income.
Well, we don't tell them about any more income we get.
Hmm.
And when they can't, we'll just say that we made a mistake.
Yeah.
If they try to force it off us,
Elvian.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Quite frankly, I don't actually fancy my chances of Hurricane, actually organizing something against us. Because that might involve Algir, and Algir terrifies me. I know he's off fighting a war somewhere else, but he terrifies me.
As he should.
Oh, he's a far stronger psionic user than I am. I'm not weak.
I don't suppose we get to know how the war is going, do we? Being technically civilians.
Hey, actually, wait a minute.
I
Wait
know
a
place where
minute.
we can find this out at, maybe.
No, don't worry, guys. Before you forget, I have the Speller Stone.
What?
It allows me to directly contact Algir. Yes. Yes, that is the right reaction to have. Yes, I do have this on me almost all the time. He's a useful person to be able to contact. I have contacted him in the middle of a battle once. It was a short conversation. I think he's still alive.
Oh
Elsyan.
my god.
Okay, I need to clarify something about my bitch of a mother. Granted, you can only contact him for 6 seconds, so no in-depth conversations. More for sharing information with each other more than anything.
Calls up. How's the war? Good. Okay, bye.
Effectively, that would be the most we could get, but we could contact him. You know, if we just use this, then just yell help at it.
No. Stop it.
Okay, I was saying in an emergency. I'm not going to drag Empire forces away from a. Because quite frankly, that'd be stupid.
Indeed.
Okay.
Also, we have a problem.
Huh?
There's a demon we need to kill.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Got to mention that.
You've been
And there's
demons.
Yeah.
An actual demon.
An actual.
Yes, a prince.
A
yeah.
prince.
A prince demon. Yes.
A prince demon. Okay. A prince demon. And
Mhm.
a name for this prince demon?
Prince of Blood.
Is that his actual name or just the title he goes by? The title.
I have no clue what his name is.
Would I know the basics of demons? I'm not expecting to know this guy's names and demons. So,
The basics of demons.
so
Simon.
the concept that names can be powerful.
Yeah.
Right?
Names can be powerful in this sense, particularly for those of the extremities to good and evil, so demons and celestials.
Yeah.
Both of whom typically have titles. Titles are a way to protect one's name.
Yep.
If someone speaks their true name, typically they might get a bonus depending on how powerful the individual is. In other words, if you found a pit fiend and you knew the pit fiend's name, if you said his name out loud while casting the gate spell, he doesn't get a saving throw.
Hey,
Whereas-
Greg.
Yeah, gotta be his real name.
Exactly, Greg.
But if say for example you said his name and it was say an imp, it might be eviscerated and destroyed instantly. So it depends on the context of how it's used. If you were trying to cast, say, a first level inflict wounds and you said a demon's name of a high enough level, it would still get a saving throw and it would do absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
but Elsyan would know.
Yeah.
That natural names are powerful. Okay.
Actual
what they
names are
want.
powerful. Yeah.
Just making sure. I'm guessing you don't know his real name.
Nope.
No.
We know what he's trying to go for, but
Where did you find him?
Yeah, having fun with.
How did you encounter a demon?
Well,
did you do?
We
long
might
story
have...
short, Rook's weapon can kill him, and we accidentally freed him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
Accidentally. Sure.
Well,
Accidentally, that's
intentionally.
wrong.
Okay, so let's get
Intentionally
this
to
straight.
kill him, but he ended up getting him.
You guys, okay, so I went away for a few weeks. I come back, and what's happened is you had to run away. You teleported wrong and ended up in a dwarven city.
That
And-
was
and
not our
it-
fault. I think.
You know what? The fact that it happened in the first place is a sign, and then you ended up releasing a demon.
Yeah,
he is
pretty
now
much sums it
threatening
up.
to destroy everything if he gets his allies. Called the Blind Butcher.
And 2 others. But we don't know who they are.
Yes, we've had a wild time. Anyway, I am off.
You head off.
Same. Time to split up.
There's nothing else you wanted to do while on stream.
No.
I
No,
don't think so,
really.
no.
That Sudz?
Said not particularly.
We'll take care of these miscellaneous tasks, and we'll see how things go when we come back. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.